Grand Canyon on the Grand Canyon Railway. We have just paid our we just got our tickets to get on. We gave our tickets to this nice young lady, Deborah, here. And what we're going to do is we're going to get on this train. We're going to ride for how long?
2 hours and 15 minutes.
2 hours and 15 minutes through the Arizona desert. It's going to be beautiful. And then when we get to Grand Canyon, we're going to stay there for a day, and then we're going to come back on in 2 days. So come with me as we go explore the Grand Canyon. But more importantly, you know we're studying trains right now. This is the time to pay attention and to learn a lot about trains, because we're going to have a great time, aren't we, Debbie?
We are. All aboard.
All aboard. Excellent. Thank you, Debbie.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Grand Canyon Railway departing through the Grand Canyon will take place in a few minutes. Your ticketed ride will expire. You should be on board now.
Okay, come with me. We're going to show you the car. We're on a classic train, and come with me. Look out the window. Of course, this is long before Jedediah's time. That's okay. Long after Jedediah's time. That's okay. Come with me. So just a little buffet. We have the Grand Canyon Railway, and then we're going to go up here. This is where the observation deck is.
Oops. I'm headed right up where you're going. Okay.
Well, hello, Debbie. How are you? Okay, so this is where we're going to sit, right here. All right, so just remember as we're going, I want you to look at the geologic features. I want you to look at...
Your children are not up here.
Oh,
there's no children.
a whole lot of other things that we're
You're
going to
in
see
the
as we're up
first
here.
part down there.
Oh. So remember now that the steam engine was created by James Watt, along with other people in England and in the East. Eventually trains turned into something that were very, very important back east. And they knew that it was going to spread across the United States. The problem was at that time the states were united. And so what they did was they built the Continental Railroad. And they finally found out that California had a lot of stuff that the United States wanted. For example, right after the gold rush, America knew that Russia and the other countries that are on the Pacific could very easily take over California. And that's really what prompted the Continental Railroad to be built. Of course, if you look out here, the only reason why we're right here is for tourism. But in real life, rail is what connects the world on land, and it is the lifeblood of commerce. Hey, young lady, what is your worry?
I'm worried about train robbers.
Train robbers? I thought you said bank robbers earlier.
What are you talking about?
They robbed the bank and then...
Train robbers?
Yeah, we're on a train.
That's crazy. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk.
If you're on a train, that's what you hear about.
He's upstairs.
Jim's up.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is there any law on these here parts?
There's some, but I wouldn't count on them too much.
All right, guys, my name's
I'm a fear.
Alicia. I am the sharpshooter.
My name is Jim Garvey, Colonel Jim Garvey. I do traditional Western music. That translates into old cowboy songs. That's what I do, and I produce some CDs. They're in Hollywood. Most of the year I am busy running around the countryside promoting the WMA, Western Music Association, rather than CMA, Country Music Association. Everybody's familiar with the CMA, Country Music. Right, April 38. I figure 20 years from now, when I turn 87, I might slow down a little bit, maybe, but I doubt it. Right now, it's 67, sorry, way too young. Old tank of gas, pedal to metal. Enjoying my retirement. My business manager called last night from Hollywood, Tommy. Nice young man in his early 40s, nice young family. 276 gigs my bookkeeper just added up I did for last year. Because I'm retired. But I had a day off. I'm back in the saddle again. Out where a friend is a friend. Where the longhorn cattle feed on the lowly chips and wheat. I'm back in the saddle again. I do the range once more. Talking my whole 44. Where you sleep out every night. The only law is right. I'm back in the saddle again. Tie-yo, rocking to and fro. Back in the saddle again. Yippee-ki-yay, yeah, I'm going my way. I'm back in the saddle again. That's right, folks, a little Gene Autry to warm things up. There's a little Frankie Lane, 1952. Frankie who? Some of us know who we're talking about. Now, by the way, folks, if you didn't read about it in People's Magazine earlier here this last spring, my hero Frankie Lane is still kicking. Yeah, I sent Frankie a birthday card. Folks, Frankie Lane turned 92 the 30th of this last March. Yeah, tough old Chicago Italian boy. Rollin', 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 though the streets are swollen, pigs and doggies rollin' right. The rain and wind and weather, helping for leather, wishing my gal was by my side. All the things I'm missing, good fiddles, love and kissing, waiting at the end of my ride. Come on, hit 'em up, move on, hit 'em up, right. Cut 'em out, write 'em in, let 'em out, get 'em out, write 'em in, right. Yeah, there's the second verse. You're right, you very seldom ever have the TV series back and you need Frankie's old album, or a copy of Blues Brothers tapes. Though they're disapproving, make them doggies moving right. Don't try to understand them, just rope and throw and brand them. Soon we'll be living high and wide. My heart's calculating, my true love will be waiting at the end of my ride. Come on, hit 'em up, move on, hit 'em up, right. Cut 'em out, write 'em in, let 'em out, cut 'em out, write 'em in, right. Frankie Lane. That's right, folks. 56. And how fortuitous the song would be, folks. You see, Johnny had a co-author back then, helped write the song. Yeah. And this co-author turned out to be his future mother-in-law, Maybelle Carter, June's mother. How fortuitous indeed. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds, because you're mine. I walk the line. Find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day is through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you, because you're mine. I walk the line. As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you on my mind both day and night. But happiness, I know that it's right, because you're mine. I walk the line. You got a way to keep me on your side. You give me pause for love that I can't hide. For you I know I try to turn the tide, because you're mine. I walk the line, because you're mine. I walk the line. That's right, folks. A little chew. And first recorded by Von Monroe and his orchestra, September 20th, 1948, Capitol Records Gold Label. Which means it was big time stuff back in those days. Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yi. Ghost riders in the sky. Right now, when dark and with the night, upon a ridge he rested as he went along his way. When all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw, plowing through the ragged skies, with up a cloudy draw. Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yo. Ghost riders in the sky. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's who Stan Jones was. Ghost Riders in the Sky. Love is a burning thing and makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet, and hearts like ours beat. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. And that's the love song that June wrote to Johnny, 1963. What great stuff. But
Well, train travel is probably one of the most efficient ways to carry anything, people, cargo, anything. And the reason why is because one engine has the motive power to pull everything along. Now, of course, that's on a flat track. If you're gonna be going up a mountain or coming down a mountain, you're gonna want to have your track, your train doubled up. You want to double up and make sure you have enough energy to get up or down, or braking power to get down. Now the other thing, it's sort of like with a wagon train. With wagon trains, they doubled up their oxen constantly if they were going to be going up or going down hills. Now this train right here is actually a very, very old train. It was built, most of these cars were built between 1927 and 1950. So even though they sort of have a modern look to them, they're not really that new. Now the trains that Jedediah and the Ingalls and well, back in the days when they were used so much in the East during the steam engine times, those trains were made out of wood at the very beginning. The problem with having a train made out of wood, especially back then, was that they were heated with coal stoves. And since they were heated with coal stoves, whenever a stove tipped over, it caused a tremendous fire. So now, the way things are, trains are much safer. But just recently we had a train crash in California that killed several, 30 or 40 people just because someone left the car sitting on the track. Now there's an old story about Casey Jones. He was an engineer. And this Casey Jones, you know, back then everybody was worried about speed and they were worried about time. And Casey Jones was loved by everybody in management because Casey Jones was always on time. Train's from the bathroom over here. Take a look. I don't know. Okay, so Casey Jones was always on time. They were rushing everywhere, and there was just this big deal on getting the job done because you made more money the more you got moved. Well, Casey Jones was wild enough that one day he was coming down a pass, and come through the pass, his train got stopped. Casey Jones was coming down this pass, and what happened was there was a train in front of them. Train number 72 stood in front of Casey Jones. And so that train plowed headlong into train 72 with Casey Jones on it. And it was held back by train 83 that had blocked train 72. which is a very important story because that's the whole story about Casey Jones, this wild man who management liked but wasn't very safe. Okay, I want to let you know something cool going on here. Right now, it is about 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock in California, but over in the central United States, which isn't mountain time, it's 3 o'clock, and further over, it's 4 o'clock. Now, time used to be set on certain standards wherever the train was, and that meant that nobody knew exactly what time it was. And sometimes two trains tried to occupy the same track at the same time, which was pretty expensive, dangerous, and it killed a lot of people. But what they did is this railroad said, no more. We're not going to do that anymore because it's silly, all these people are getting killed, and we're losing money. So the railroad system developed something called time zones, and that's what time zones are all about. Now, you can tell wherever you are based on the time zone where that train is. And if that train on that certain time zone is there at 12 o'clock, that's where it's going to be. It's not going to be somewhere else. But if you did not have a standard way to measure time, like for example on these time zones where we didn't wait till the sun was just straight up in the air and said 12 o'clock, it gave us a chance to be able to be a lot safer and control time better and make us more profitable as a company. Okay, it's hard to load and unload trains. Even passengers have to squeeze in these narrow areas. And so they're always looking for ways to make things better. What they've come up with now is called the container system. And what they do is they get these great big boxes, gigantic boxes, they put them on the back of trucks, trains, and they also can go on boats. And by taking these containers and making it so they're all the same size, all the same dimensions, then they can take it easily off a truck and then put it on a train. Then they take it easily off a train and then put it on a ship. Then they can easily move from place to place. And that's called the container system. But until then, they had to unload and unload by hand trains or build them and then come pick them up and then move on. By the way, what makes a train up? All the cars are called a consist. That's what a train is. It's a consist because they're talking about a train consists of these things. Okay, now we're going toward the best part of the train, the power. The power of the train. Now, before, steam engines were part of the mix. And the way steam engine worked is you had fossil fuel that was burned and it boiled water that made steam, and the steam was moved through valves to make the wheels turn. But this is a different one. This is a diesel-electric engine. A diesel-electric, and as you can see, the power car is right behind it. The gigantic diesel engines that are making electricity. From there, we look to the front, and we see the main engine. Now that main engine uses electricity to run itself, powered from the power car. Now this is the Grand Canyon train that you can take any time. Later on, we might get a chance to take the Polar Express, which is a steam engine. But this train is an old classic train. Nowadays, the trains are much more streamlined. But more importantly, future trains will work on magnetic levitation to make the trains run. So now you know a little bit more about trains. Now remember, trains are the lifeblood of our country. They're actually more important than ships when you consider that the trains run all the way through the interior. So, ships work with international trade to bring in goods into the ports. The trucks and the trains move the goods out of the ports and into the rest of our country. Okay, so now we're on the way back to Williams, and I've got a whole load of furs in the back. 600 pounds of beaver fur and otter fur. And I'm just hoping that we have no problems on the train, because if we do, then I've just worked too hard to have any kind of situation happen where I'm going to lose my stuff here. So I may have to just stand up for myself. Yeah, when you're out on the train, you gotta find something to do, don't you? Go out and see if I can bushwhack somebody into playing some poker with me. Maybe I can go home a little bit heavier in my pocketbook. Well, you know what I mean? How about you? Are you ready? You look like a sucker. That's good. There it is, right there.
Ready, okay?
You got that.
Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central, Monday morning rain. 15 cars and 15 restless riders, conductors and 25 sacks of mail. All along the southbound Odyssey, the train pulls out of Kankakee. It rolls along the houses, farms and fields, past the towns that have no name. Freight car full of old black men in graveyards of rusted automobiles. Good morning, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Nighttime on the city of New Orleans, changing cars in Memphis, Tennessee. Halfway home, we'll be there by morning. The Mississippi darkness rolling down to the sea, and all the towns and people seem to fade into a bad dream. Steel rails till I heard the news. The conductor sings his songs again, and the passengers will play his refrain. This train's got the disappearing blues. Well, good morning, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. A little bit of Willie Nelson for you. As I walked out in the streets of Laredo, as I walked out in Laredo one day, I spied a young cowboy all dressed in white linen, all dressed in white linen, and cold as the clay. And pardon me, sir, what's your name?
Dennis.
Here's a verse for Dennis.
Okay.
I see by your outfit that you are a cowboy. These words he did say as I boldly step by. Come sit down beside me and hear my sad story, for I'm shot in the breast and I know I must die. Boy, this is a depressing song.
Yeah.
I'll try to brighten it up for you a little bit. But once in the saddle I used to go dashing, but once in the saddle I used to go gay. Well, it meant something different then. First to the alehouse and then to the jailhouse, but I'm shot in the breast and I'm dying today. We beat the drums slowly and played the fife lowly, and bitterly we wept as we bore him along. We'll all miss our comrade, so brave, young and handsome. We'll all miss our comrade, although he done wrong. A little bit of Marty Robbins.
And Johnny Horton. You know anything, Johnny Horton?
Johnny Horton. Well, anybody here from England by any chance? If you are, we hope you're offended by this next song.
Oh, that's it.
14 took a little trip along Curvex down a mighty Mississippi. We took a little bacon and we took a little beans. Caught the bloody British in the town of New Orleans.
We fired their guns and the British kept coming. Wasn't quite many as it was a while ago. Fired once more and they began to run on down Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
1, 2, 3. Old Hickory said we'd take them by surprise if we didn't fire much until we looked them in the eyes. Held our fire till we seen the faces well. We opened up the squirrels and they really gave. Well, we
Fired our guns and the British kept it coming. Wasn't that many as it was a while ago.
We
Fired arms more and they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, they ran through the briars and they ran through the brambles and they ran through the bushes where a rabbit couldn't go. Ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch him. On down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
Now we fired our cannon till the barrel melted down, so we grabbed an alligator and we fought another round. We filled his head with cannonballs and powdered his behind. When we set the powder off, the gator lost his mind. We
fired our guns and the British kept it coming. It wasn't as many as it was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
Well,
They ran through the briars and they ran through the brambles and they ran through the bushes where the rabbit couldn't go. They ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch him. On down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Excellent.
let me see.
Roses are red, violets are purple, sugar is sweet, so is maple syrup.
I'm the 7th out of 7 sons. My pappy was a pistol, I'm a son of a gun. Dang me, they ought to take a rope and hang me high from the highest tree. Oh, woman, would you weep for me? Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow,
That's all, folks.
Thank you, folks. I'm going to have to wander off and pester some people in the back, but we hope you have a great time on the train. Good read. Thank you, ma'am. Where are you guys from? Where in California? Oh, that's a pretty area.
Yeah, but Alabama's nice.
Like I said, I stay in Alabama because even Oregon started. But I know everything's building up. But I'll tell you what, if you have the amount of money it costs to live, look at
Oh, that is too cool. Look at that. It's too cool.
They're not going to actually stop the train for these clowns, are they?
Hurry.
I missed it.
Hide the money.
I think we're in for trouble. Don't shoot. I'm just a guitar player. You know what? I'm gonna go hide. I'm gonna go hide in the ladies' room where it's safe. Last time they got on board, they threw me overboard for singing out of tune. I think they're music lovers. But you be careful now. Those guys are mean, and they abduct small children. Yay!
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Take care, folks. I'm gonna go hide in the ladies' room where it's safe.
with the horses.
Did you see the robbers? Scream, scream like
We saw them. They boarded the train. I don't know what they're planning on doing, but I hope they don't get us.
They're probably using their little guns.
You think they're probably going to shoot their guns in here? I don't know if I can handle that. I guess the train's trying to outreach the rest of the gang because we're moving again.
And what happened to the horses?
What happened to the horses? Did they shoot their horses and leave?
Maybe that's what those gun shots were. Shot the horses.
I don't know what we're going to do here.
Ain't gonna ride no horseback.
You do that some more. It's been a long time, I heard. Come on. That's nice. But I want your folding money, your pocket change, your jewelry, and your gold teeth. No.
Don't threaten us. You want my dentures?
I ain't taking nothing. I gotta take home and feed and clean up. Good shoes. Wait a minute, I got a horse roll. All right. What was that? Gold teeth.
You should be.
Go dig your hands in your pocket, come up with your valuables.
my drink.
I'll be around to collect like the IRS does. Where's all your money, girl? What are you laughing about? It's a robbery. Half gun, son of a gun, robbery. What part didn't you understand?
Oh, here, I don't want.
All right.
Please, I don't want anymore.
You don't.
Oh, why not?
That's a good question.
I'm going to McDonald's.
He looks like a kid. You think his name's Billy?
No, I'm really the kid.
Really, the kid?
That's
Really the kid.
More like Jelly the kid.
This is the guy right here.
All right.
All right, mister, where's
I'm
your
here,
valuables? I
McDonald's.
heard about that hat.
Listen, I was only here. I'm just coming
Give me
back.
that hat, mister.
Listen, I'm Hugh
There ain't
Glass.
nothing in there.
You don't want to mess with me. I'm Hugh Glass.
Mister,
What?
I don't care
The kids there.
Listen,
who you are.
Listen, I don't want trouble.
All I want your valuables, mister. No, I'm sorry. I don't take nothing. I got to feed or put shoes on. Hey, boys, we're going to McDonald's.
All right, they're the nice ones.
Where's your valuables, lady?
I gave it him.
Okay, what about you? I'll take that, young lady.
Oh, is that right?
Now, what about you, mister?
You know what?
You've been trouble all day long.
I'm a poor trapper. I got 600 pounds.
You're a poor trapper?
600 pounds of fur.
Yeah,
in
if
the
that's
back.
all you got, 600 pounds, you're a poor
600
trapper.
pounds of beaver fur back there. I just want to make sure I get to William. That's all
All
right.
right, pay the toll, you can get through, we'll take that.
And check that out. And you know what? You just caught me off guard. So you know.
All right, well, here, put your hat back on and go to sleep. Nice hat, by the way.
Yeah, where's somebody?
Are you holding out on me?
I
Is that
got
for
it.
him?
I got it at a place called Walmart for $3.
This young lady's holding that just for you.
All right.
Where's that no count Marshall at?
Hey, don't you talk up there. Funny guy.
Oh, there's more.
Tell
There's
nobody
more
else
than
shut
enough.
up.
What?
What? You did what?
I didn't say nothing.
Okay.
Huh? Are you holding
How about
out
if I pistol whip him once just because he's wearing that hat?
No.
What about you? All the girls got money.
I'm a feared. Are you?
You wouldn't be holding out on me, would you? Okay.
All right, you look at the camera now and you act scared, all right?
Wait a minute, you need help? Is that one getting out of control?
She's not laughing, is she?
You better watch out.
They ain't supposed to be laughing.
She might be, she kind of turning blue.
Oh, I'm sorry. Squeeze so hard.
Stand up.
Okay, French girl, what are you waiting for? You didn't do what you should have.
I got her, Ma.
Get up.
That sounded like a mother direct order. You don't disregard those. Now look at the
I'm
camera.
gonna watch your little TV.
I want you both to smile and say whiskey. 1, 2, 3, whiskey!
You didn't say
Whiskey.
too late now.
You are,
You are so busted.
yeah, busted!
She's reading the book, but don't have no pictures.
Oh, she's just showing off.
I think we made it. They didn't catch what we really had.
What took you so long?
Marshall.
Hey, you're limping. Gotta say. Can I get you a picture with my daughter, though?
Which way'd they go?
Smile.
Over here.
Smile.
I am smiling.
Okay. Just like my husband.
Marshall, I gotta tell you, I was afeared.
I gotta tell
I was
you, you need
afeared.
to get by a hat store.
You know, Marshall, they went that way. Here, I'm gonna give you this to make sure that
All
you
right,
get their
I'll
hide.
get them.
I want you to mail it to me.
They scare you, ma'am? Really bad? You know what you're going.
Who's got that camera?
This one?
Yes, here. Come over here.
Huh?
This is the best part of my job.
If
Come
you
here
would have
now.
called 911, I would have been here a lot quicker. Now, how's that, young lady?
Best part of my job right
Scare you,
here.
ma'am?
Thank you. Yes.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did they stop and do a little bit with you?
Oh, they harassed me.
Okay, good.
I was afeared for my life.
Hey, will you take a picture of my daughter?
Sure. Come here.
Are you the main conductor or something?
Oh, I'm just one of the main conductors.
Are they all in there?
Them off at the next stop.
Now smile and say whiskey.
What do you think standing behind you with? Get moving.
Wait a minute. Somebody's breaking another
Today,
camera.
lady. Okay.
That's all right. First scratching my back. Get moving.
I'd say it was you that told him, but then you'd have to talk to him. You hold out everyone.
Tell by the look in her eye.
Thanks, Marshall.
Get 'em. Thank you. Get moving. Hey.